Happy Fuck It Friday on a Saturday. Today I'm doing my brew day. You're going to probably see some footage of that very soon. I'm doing a blonde ale with Pearl. I haven't done a Fuck It Friday up to now, but after watching the Fuck It Let's Brew It channel, which you could probably, I don't know if I'm going to have time to mention. I think I'm going to upload this directly to YouTube, but just look up F asterisk. But the Fuck It Let's Brew It. Now I don't have a fancy black and tan machine. What I do have is I went to the hardware store and I picked up a drain filter, stainless steel drain filter like this for your shower. I don't know if you could see it, but I put a dent in it. So that's going to force all the beer to the edges, and as you can see there are holes around the edges here. And I think it will serve, and guess what? It fits on top of a pint glass, and I think it's not going to overlap too much, so I don't anticipate having too much spillage. Now, what I have today, I don't have any fancy store beer. I'm not we don't really have that many great beer outlets here in Spain. So, I have a stout that I brewed for Thanksgiving last year. I served it way too young, but it aged quite nicely, I believe. I had one of these in January, and it was much, much better than it was in November and December. I can only imagine that this is even better now. I didn't want to make a full black and tan with this because I really do want to try this. That's why I have a separate glass here to finish it off once I do the split. And the other one I'm going to mix it with is this is my Heart Squared. It's a pale ale version of the Bell's Two Hearted with just toned down bitterness is all it is. Centennial and dry hopped with Citra, which I don't taste at all. Bittered with Columbus rather than all Centennial. But I'm going to try that with this. Now this, of course, is going to be much heavier, so I'm going to put this in first. Now I see everybody putting in a good head first, and I have a feeling that the head that's suspending so much, I guess, the stoutiness, when you pour the blonde or a lighter pale on top of it, is mixing it in a bit much. So I'm going to try to pour this without so much head and see whether or not there's success in the splitting between the two. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if this carved up. Oh, not much gas at all. Well, it didn't pop, but let's just see what kind of a head we have. It's actually fairly flat. Yeah, this may have been a dud. Oh well, that's why it's Fuck It, right? Let's go ahead and put in the pale, which I know is well carved, and let's see what we can do here. There we go. Now it's got a head. But it's got absolutely nothing else. Well, I can't really see much of a differentiation right now. Let's hold it up to the light. I don't know. Now let's see if I can see anything. Well, looking the bottom up, you can, but you can't catch it on camera. Didn't split worth a shit, but this is one flat ass fucking stout. I don't know if I just failed to prime this one, to be honest with you. I mean, there's nothing. It's absolutely flat, and the one that I had in January was like, big head. Wow. I forgot to prime this one, I believe. Flavor's there. Flavor's fucking awesome. Really roasty, but I use black malt rather than roasted barley. Black malt gives it a nice dry finish. Good body. Good chocolate. Good like a chocolatey, raisiny dark fruits flavor. Let's try it with the pale. Wow. The hoppiness of the pale really plays well with this, because this alone has a lot of dark fruits. This has raisin, dates, a little chocolate, dark chocolate flavor to it, and it has a dry finish. The pale ale attenuated like a motherfucker. This went down to, let's see, from Plato to SG 1. Oh yeah, it was 1008. So really, really dried out. But it has a lot of hoppy, fruity character to it. Now, you add the hoppy, fruity character of the pale ale to this stout, and it's really mixing well. And this is so well carved that actually this actually is fairly nice. In fact, it forms kind of like a head. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean it forms a little bit of a head once now that it's mixed. Well, boys and girls, my first Fuck It Friday, and fuck it, didn't really work the way I wanted it to, but I have 2 fists of beer. I mean, how can that be wrong? Anyway, I've got another maybe 20 or 30 minutes before I have to dump in some more hops into my boil. My last hop addition. Actually, that's a lie. I have one more hop addition after that. I'm just dumping all the Citra I had left into the whirlpool. Yeah. Nothing exciting here, but let me get this up on YouTube. And thanks for the inspiration. Maybe next time it will come out better. I don't know. It's not bad. Let's just hope for a better separation next time. I'm gonna go buy a nice heavy stout, something sweet. Maybe I'll find a milk stout out there somewhere and dump on top of it, a nice blonde or saison, or maybe even a wit. And ooh, that's a good idea. Wit, something that's like nice and cloudy but light and dry, on top of a sweet stout. That might give it some pretty awesome. So I'm not gonna fault this thing. This thing, actually, if you saw it, it was dripping out fairly slow and nice, and didn't make a mess anywhere. I didn't lose a drop. So remember, shower drain or sink drain filter, that's stainless steel. Dent the bottom so it cones up a little bit on the top. Has nice little tiny holes. €1, 20 cents or something like that. What is like less than $2 American. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and ramble. I'm going to drink 2 fists of beer and this bottle, and hopefully I'll remember to put some hops into my brew. Thanks a lot, and happy Fuck It Saturday. Cheers. As soon as I get the other video all done up and put together, I'll put it up on the tuber. Cheers. Where'd I turn this thing off? Ciao.